What if there were a place where islands drift across the horizon like fragments of a dream, where the ocean shifts between silence and motion, and where entire landscapes feel untouched by time? A land where limestone cliffs rise from turquoise waters, where hidden lagoons breathe in stillness, and where the unseen is not hidden, but scattered across thousands of islands waiting to be felt. Welcome to Philippines, a country shaped by water, light, and the quiet rhythm of nature moving without urgency. From the crystal-clear lagoons of Palawan to the rolling hills of Chocolate Hills, from remote beaches to coral reefs beneath the surface, the Philippines reveals a world where every moment feels suspended between movement and stillness. Here, time does not rush. In the early morning light, the sea remains calm, reflecting the sky in perfect silence, while distant islands emerge slowly through the haze. This is not a place defined by intensity, but by presence, where nature, water, and light exist in quiet harmony. In this cinematic journey, Earth Unseen TV takes you beyond the surface into the hidden layers of the Philippines, where the unseen is not something you discover, but something you begin to feel. Across the islands of Philippines, culture and history do not exist as something distant or preserved. They remain woven into daily life, shaping the rhythm of each place in ways that are both visible and quietly enduring. The identity of the country is layered. Influences from indigenous traditions, Spanish colonization, and later American presence coexist, not as separate histories, but as overlapping traces that continue to define the present. Cities like Manila, remnants of the past appear within modern movement, where old stone structures and colonial architecture stand beside contemporary life, creating a space where time feels compressed rather than linear. Faith plays a central role. reflected in churches, rituals, and everyday practices that carry a sense of continuity across generations, shaping both the physical landscape and the unseen atmosphere. Beyond the cities, traditions remain deeply rooted in local communities, where customs, language, and ways of living persist with minimal change, maintaining a direct connection to ancestral origins. Festivals, music, and oral storytelling bring history into motion, transforming memory into shared experience, where the past is not observed but actively lived. Even in moments of silence, there is a sense that history remains present, not as something that is past, but as something that continues to exist beneath the surface. The Philippines, the unseen, is not what has been forgotten, but what continues quietly, carried through culture, memory, and the enduring connection between people and place. Off the coast of Panay Island in Philippines, Boracay appears as a narrow stretch of land where sea and sky seem to merge into a single uninterrupted horizon. The shoreline extends in soft white sand, so fine it almost dissolves beneath each step, reflecting light in a way that softens the entire landscape into a calm, continuous glow. The water remains still for long moments, shifting only slightly with the tide, creating a surface that feels less like movement and more like suspension. During the early hours before the day fully begins, the island feels almost empty. The air is quiet, the sea barely disturbed, and the horizon fades into a pale, seamless line. As the sun rises higher, the colors intensify, yet the rhythm does not change. Even as life begins to move, the atmosphere retains a sense of balance that resists becoming overwhelming. By evening, the light dissolves into warm tones and the shoreline becomes softer again, returning to a quieter state where sound and motion gradually fade. Stretching along the western edge of Philippines, Palawan unfolds as a landscape where land and sea exist in a quiet, continuous dialogue, shaping a space that feels both expansive and deeply contained. Limestone cliffs rise sharply from clear waters, their surfaces marked by time and erosion, forming structures that appear both solid and fragile at once. Dense vegetation clings to their edges, softening the contrast between rock and sky. Beneath them, the ocean remains calm for long stretches, shifting gently in tone as light moves across its surface, revealing layers that extend far beyond what can be seen from above. As the even hidden lagoons emerge between the cliffs, enclosed and still, where sound fades and movement slows, creating an atmosphere that feels removed from the outside world. In Palawan, the unseen is not concealed in distance but held within the spaces between land and water, where silence, light, and time come together in quiet balance. In the island province of Bohol, within Philippines, the chocolate hills rise across the landscape in a pattern that feels both natural and strangely deliberate, as if shaped by a force that remains unseen. Hundreds of rounded mounds extend toward the horizon, each nearly identical in form, yet separated just enough to create a rhythm that repeats without exact symmetry. Covered in green for most of the year, the hills shift in tone as the dry season arrives, turning into shades of brown that give them their name, transforming the landscape without altering its structure. From a distance, the terrain appears almost artificial, like a carefully arranged composition rather than a natural formation, reinforcing the sense of quiet mystery that surrounds it. The space between the hills remains open and undisturbed, allowing the pattern to unfold gradually without interruption or distraction. Light moves evenly across the terrain, emphasizing the uniform curves while softening the edges, creating a scene that changes subtly rather than dramatically. Even in stillness, the landscape feels active, not through movement but through repetition and form that draw attention without demanding it. The chocolate hills, the unseen is not hidden beneath the surface, but within the pattern itself, where nature creates order without explanation and balance without intention. Carved into the mountains of Ifugao in Philippines, the Banaue rice terraces unfold as a landscape where human presence does not disrupt nature, but becomes part of its form. Layer upon layer, the terraces rise along the slopes, following the natural curves of the mountains, creating a structure that feels less constructed and more revealed over time. The fields reflect the sky in thin sheets of water, shifting in tone with the light, turning the entire landscape into a surface that moves without motion. Paths between the terraces remain narrow and quiet, guiding movement slowly without direction or urgency, allowing the space to be experienced rather than crossed. The early morning mist settles across the mountains, softening the lines and blending the terraces into a continuous flow that feels almost weightless. As the day progresses, the details sharpen, revealing the precision of each level, yet the overall rhythm remains unchanged, steady, balanced, and uninterrupted. Even with its scale, the landscape does not overwhelm, but instead invites a deeper awareness of its quiet complexity. Banaue, the unseen, is not hidden within the fields, but within the harmony between human intention and natural form, where time, labor, and landscape exist as one. Off the northeastern edge of Philippines, Siargao Island unfolds as a place where movement defines the landscape, yet never disrupts its quiet balance. The ocean here is in constant motion. Waves roll steadily toward the shore, shaping the coastline with a rhythm that feels both continuous and unforced, as if the island exists in sync with the sea. Palm trees stretch across the land, leaning gently with the wind, creating patterns that mirror the flow of the water beyond them. Along the coast, the light shifts quickly, reflecting off the surface of the ocean and transforming its color from deep blue to soft turquoise within moments. Despite its energy, the island never feels overwhelming. The movement remains fluid, never abrupt, maintaining a sense of calm within motion. In the early hours before the waves intensify, the sea settles into a near stillness, offering a brief moment where the island feels suspended between activity and silence. As the day fades, the horizon softens, and the rhythm slows, returning to a quieter state where sound and light gradually dissolve. In Siargao, the unseen is not hidden beneath the waves, but within their rhythm, where motion, time, and space flow together without interruption. In the province of Albay, within Philippines, Mayon Volcano rises with a symmetry so precise it feels almost unreal, as if shaped by an unseen sense of order rather than force. Its near-perfect cone dominates the horizon, standing apart from the surrounding landscape, creating a presence that is both powerful and composed. From a distance, it appears still, almost untouched. Yet beneath that stillness lies a constant energy, subtle, unseen, but never absent. Clouds move slowly around its peak, at times obscuring its form, at others revealing its full silhouette in a brief, clear moment. Light reshapes the volcano throughout the day. Shadows stretch across its surface, softening its edges and altering the way it is perceived from one moment to the next. Even in calm conditions, the atmosphere carries a quiet tension, as if the landscape is holding something just beyond visibility. At dusk, the volcano fades into a dark outline, merging with the sky, leaving only its form suspended in silence. In Mayon, the unseen is not hidden within the mountain, but within the stillness that surrounds it, where balance, power, and time exist together in quiet harmony. In the central islands of Philippines, Cebu unfolds as a space where movement and stillness exist side by side, creating a rhythm that never fully settles into one state. The coastline stretches between open sea and rising hills, forming a landscape that shifts constantly between water, land, and sky. Dense vegetation meets urban spaces, blending the natural and the constructed without clear boundaries. Beneath the surface, coral reefs and clear waters reveal another layer of the island, one that exists quietly, unseen from above, yet essential to the balance of the environment. City traces of history remain within the flow of modern life, where structures and streets carry echoes of earlier times without interrupting the present. Along the shores, the sea moves with a steady rhythm, reflecting changing light that transforms the atmosphere from one moment to the next. Even as activity increases, the island never feels overwhelming, maintaining a sense of continuity between motion and calm. At sunrise and sunset, the light softens the entire landscape, dissolving edges and blending forms into a single continuous scene. In Cebu, the unseen is not hidden in distance but within the layers of the island itself, where history, nature, and movement exist together without separation. Within the heart of Manila, in Philippines, Intramuros stands as a space where the past does not disappear, but remains enclosed within walls that continue to define its presence. The stone fortifications create a boundary that separates two rhythms, one shaped by modern movement and another that unfolds slowly within, guided by memory and structure. Outside, the streets narrow and soften. The pace shifts almost immediately, as if the space itself resists urgency, allowing each step to settle into a quieter flow. Colonial architecture lines the pathways, worn yet intact, holding traces of a time that still lingers in the textures of stone, wood, and shadow. Light moves differently here. Filtered through archways and across aged walls, it reveals details gradually, never all at once, preserving a sense of depth within the space. And in moments of activity, there is an underlying stillness, an atmosphere shaped not by silence alone, but by continuity. The walls do not only protect what is inside, they contain a version of time that moves differently from the world beyond them. In Intramuros, the unseen is not hidden behind the structures, but within them, where history, space, and presence remain quietly intact. On the island of Palawan, within Philippines, Puerto Princesa unfolds as a place where the boundary between land and water begins to dissolve, revealing a landscape shaped as much by what lies beneath as what appears above. The coastline remains calm and open, but beyond it, the environment extends inward into forests, rivers, and hidden spaces where light and shadow define the experience more than distance. Beneath the surface, the Puerto Princesa underground river flows through limestone caverns, carving a path that exists almost entirely out of sight. Inside, darkness becomes part of the landscape. The movement of water echoes softly through the chambers, creating a rhythm that replaces vision with sound and presence. Outside, the forest remains dense and continuous, allowing only fragments of light to pass through, maintaining a sense of enclosure without confinement. Throughout the day, the atmosphere shifts subtly, guided by changes in light and humidity, but never losing its quiet balance. And as visitors move through the space, the environment remains unchanged, holding its own rhythm independent of observation. In Puerto Princesa, the unseen is not something distant. It is the core of the experience, where hidden water, shadow, and silence define a world that exists just beyond the visible. From the quiet shores of Boracay to the hidden depths of Puerto Princesa, this journey has moved through spaces where the visible is only the beginning. From the towering cliffs of Palawan to the shifting forms of the Chocolate Hills, nature reveals itself not through intensity, but through quiet repetition and balance. Across the terraces of Banaue rice terraces and the moving horizons of Siargao Island, time is not measured but felt, layered within land, water, and motion. Even in the presence of Mayon Volcano, where stillness carries hidden energy, the landscape remains in harmony with itself. Within the walls of Intramuros and across the evolving rhythm of Cebu, history and modern life exist without separation. Through every island and every horizon, Philippines reveals not a single story, but a collection of moments that exist between movement and silence. This has been Earth Unseen TV, exploring the hidden layers of the Philippines, where the unseen is not something you discover, but something you begin to feel. And beyond what has been seen, there are still countless islands where silence, light, and time continue, waiting to be experienced.